All right, before we get into, again, the statistical, kind of the nitty gritty of what happens with a confidence interval, I want to use this example here with a dartboard to kind of explain to you what the level of confidence has to do or how it affects the interval itself, how wide it is. So, for example, are we saying between 33 and 35%, or are we saying between 30 and 40%? And what happens, okay? So like I said before, the population parameter, whether that is a mean or whether that is a proportion or a percentage, is fixed, okay? It is a number that is, again, typically unknown because the population can be really large and we might not have access to that information, but it is a fixed number. We just don't know where it is. So for right now, let's say that population parameter is right there in the center of that dartboard, and I just colored it in yellow, okay? If I handed you a dart and said, you have to hit that dot right there in the middle, you get one shot at it, how confident would you be that you hit that spot? My guess is your confidence level would be fairly low. Okay, unless some of you are expert dart players and I'm just unaware of it. My guess is your level of confidence would be fairly low. Okay, well, what if I said, okay, hold on, I get it. Maybe you're not very confident. So you don't have to hit that spot. You just have to hit in there. You got to hit either if you play darts at all, the bullseye or the double bullseye being the spot in the middle. I'll give you a little wider target. What would happen to your confidence? Would it go up from before or would it go down? My guess is you're feeling a little more confident about your ability to hit the new target, okay? Well, you might not still be super confident about it. I get it. So what if I said, okay, you gotta be here. All right, now you're probably feeling a lot better. You're like, okay, yeah, now we're talking. Maybe you've reached that 80%, 90% confident that I can hit in that circle that she just drew. Oh yeah, I'm feeling good. And what if I said to you, all right, here, you know what? You can go all the way out here. Basically, as long as you hit the target somewhere, I'm going to let that be a win for you. How confident would you be you could hit that? 99%? 100%? Probably not 100. I mean, something crazy could happen. You could end up, out here somewhere bouncing off the wall or whatever. But you would feel more and more and more confident. Okay. So what I want you to do is remember that as you felt more and more and more confident you could hit the target, what was I doing? I was giving you a wider and wider and wider set of area, or a wider range, a bigger interval, if you will, in which you could hit and still be called a winner. Okay. So in other words, as your level of confidence went up, your level of how accurate you needed to be to hit the target actually went down, because remember, our target value is right there in the middle. But whenever I said, hey, you can go all the way out here, your level of accuracy did not have to be nearly as good, okay? And your level of confidence went way up, all right? So your increasing confidence does not mean it's a better estimate, that you were better at finding the parameter right there in the middle. It means I gave you a wider range of numbers, okay? Similarly, we could play a game. What if I said, I'm gonna have you pick a number from 1 to 100,000. Okay, or I'm going to pick a number. Maybe I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100,000, and you have to get it exactly right on one guess. How confident would you be that you could pick my number in exactly one guess? Okay, and you have to get it exactly right. One guess, exactly right. I would say you're probably not very confident, right? What if I gave you one guess and I said you had to come within, say, 10 of my number? 10 high, 10 low. Okay? How are you feeling? Well, you're probably feeling a little bit better, but not much. Okay, what if I said you had to come within 100? Now we're talking, okay? Things are getting a little better. What if I said you had to come within 10,000? Now things are looking better, okay? So again, as you could be less and less and less accurate, as you could give me a wider range of values that were possible, that would capture the number I'm thinking of, your confidence should be increasing. I want you to remember that as you go on to the notes for the next section. And this may be one of those videos that you need to come back to a couple times because it's easy to talk yourself out of that, okay? Whether you physically come back and listen to it again or whether you just remember this conversation in your head, remember, more and more and more confident made you actually have the ability to be less and less and less accurate in your dart throwing or in your number guessing. All right, so with that said, let's get ready to take notes on page 3.